Hey everyone, welcome to Passion for Books. My name is Kim and today I'm bringing you my Library Loot series. This is a brand new series on my channel and it will be mini hauls that I do from my local library. So I did get 4 books this go around, and these are to replace some of my books in my previous TBRs from May, my randomized TBR series, and my just regular May TBR series for the books that I decided to DNF, which stands for did not finish. Some books were just too large to start. They were tomes that were randomized, picked for me off of a number generator. I just will not have the time to actually finish it, or so I have not even started that one. And then there were a couple of other books in my other TBR for May that just did not hold my interest. I kind of fizzed out on them as I read them and I just lost interest in them. So these books are to kind of counterbalance that, so at least I have some books that I am reading. Anyways, so let's get into the books that I got. So the first book I was kind of interested in, and these are all YA books, young adult books, that I got from, again, my local library. This is called Monster High. It's also the author from the Click series. So this is what this one looks like, and the author is Lucy Harrison. So she wrote this book. I was kind of intrigued about it. Again, I don't know a lot about YA, so I'm kind of tipping my toe into that genre. So that kind of intrigued me to look at. So we'll see if I enjoy it or not. The next book, I have been tipping my toe in adult thriller / mysteries, and then I came across this book. It is called Deep and Dark and Dangerous. The cover drew me in. Looks like this character is in water. I was intrigued about wanting to read it. It looked something that could be up my alley and interested in reading. This is by Mary Downing Hahn, I believe is how you say her name. Has anyone read either the Click series or this particular series in general? Did you like that one? And the same thing with this author, Mary Downing Hahn. Have you read any of her books, and did you enjoy them? So I did enjoy, or hope I enjoy, should say, that book. And these last two, I have not really read graphic novels. I know when I was like a kid, I read a little bit of the just comic books. I did that, but of course the ones I chose were not as in the popular genre. Like I didn't care for like the Marvel or anything like that. More of mine, the ones that I was more intrigued with were a little bit more darker, kind of like this type of book, but in a comic style. So I was intrigued about wanting to tip my toe into graphic novels and or manga series. I was a little disappointed that there were not a lot to choose from my local library. So I ended up with an author that I was a little bit familiar with, kind of in just a general narrative style novel like this, but in the graphic form. But I didn't realize these are simply retelling of her actual novels. So I did start this one a little bit, and it kind of threw me off reading from back to front, right to left. I was not really expecting that when I got it. But I'm not sure how they took her adult novel and created a YA novel out of it. So we'll try to continue reading it because it is a little bit baffling. And I feel like I'm losing a lot since I have read the novel, that I'm missing a lot of that background. I feel like, for me, that I'm missing some of that background information in the actual graphic novel. So that was a little bit disappointing because I really thought it was just going to be a new story, because you couldn't really see it the way they have the barcode and things on it to be able to really read what it was. Because I think if I was able to read it, I wouldn't have picked it up because I have read the actual novel, if that makes sense. So I will try to read this one and then possibly go on and finish this one. But those were the 4 books that I got, again, to kind of offset some of the books that I did have to DNF. Hopefully I don't have to do that with any of these, but if I do, that's just part of reading. Some books are up your alley and others are not. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, this mini haul of the books that I did discover in my library. Hopefully I have discovered maybe a few gems that I want to continue reading off of from these new authors that I was not as familiar with outside the last two books. But anyways, leave me some comments down below if you've read any books from the authors that I showed you, or maybe some recommendations for the graphic novels, because again, I'm going into it completely blind. So I would appreciate any comments or recommendations that you guys have for me. But anyways, until my next video, I hope you have a good one. Bye!